Here's a really fabulous song. It's a very simple song in some ways too, quite unconventional in terms of the chords and also the format. We have two sections that just repeat round. One has got 7 bars and one has got 6 bars. We play that 3 times through and that's the end of the song. We do have a little interlude in between that kind of forms the outro, and then there's a little intro in the beginning as well. But the chords themselves are quite sophisticated, somewhat jazzy, a bit more colourful than some, and we got a lot of slash chords, that is to say a chord with an unexpected note in the bass. So let's get on and look at the chords. We'll sketch the chords out and the form, and then maybe we'll look at some picking as well. Now I'm doing this in the same key as the Glen Campbell original, but I've got my capo on the 5th fret. I'm not sure whether he plays capo on the 5th fret for this, but this is the same key. It just allows me to get some voicings to these chords that give me some of the original guitar sound, but also kind of part of the orchestral. There's some really interesting colours coming in, so that's where I'm putting it. And we kick off with 2 bars that repeat. We've got a C major 7 with a G in the bass. Keep that G there, and then we switch to an F in the bass. And you'll notice that I've got an open top string here. For a lot of the chords I'm using, take the naming of these chords with a pinch of salt, because I'm generally, if I can, keeping that top string open just gives us a bit more colour. Anyway, we've got C major 7 over G, and then F over G, and again. I'm a lineman, father, and we're into the verse. Now in the verse, or whatever it is, it's the rest of the song, we've got a 7-bar section and then we've got a 6-bar section, which feels kind of odd to begin with, but actually it works really well. We get the first line with 3 bars. I am a lineman for the county. F major 7, which is like an A minor shape with a note on the 1st fret of the bottom string, going to C or C major 7. And I drive the main, and that's over E, so we need that open 6th string, back to our F over G. So, I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road. The second line, it's 4 bars long, we have half a bar of A minor 7, half a bar of E minor 7, I'm just playing it like this, let that top string ring out, then we've got a bar of D, a bar of A sus4, going to A. So the whole of that first section. I am a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another warm alone. I hear you singing in the wire. Now we get into the second section, and here I've got 4 bars almost exactly the same. I'm starting with this G, what I'm calling G add 9, although there's a 6 lurking at the top, that's the open 2nd string, so it's really G6-9. I hear you singing in the wire. That, got 2 bars of that, and because I'm fretting the 2nd and 3rd strings with the 2nd and 4th fingers, that means my 3rd finger's on the bottom string. I'm going to swap that for the 1st finger on the 2nd fret. I'm making it sound more complicated than it is. You want to move the note on the 3rd fret of the bottom string to the 2nd fret of the bottom string for 1 bar, and then down again for 1 bar, because we get this G add 9, then we get D over F sharp, then we get D minor over F. Those are 1 bar each, 2 on the G, 1 on the D, 1 on the D minor. I hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the wire, and keep that top string coming out, and the Wichita line. Now we've got a straight bar of A, but with an open bottom string, so that's A over E, because what we want to do is get that coming down like that. We've got an A with an E in the bass, and then we're moving to an E sus4 to finish this section, which is like an A shape just moved down a string. Hear you singing in the wire, I can hear you through the wire. line, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. This leads us to the interlude section, which also forms the basis for the outro, and it's this, our F major 7 that we've had before, line. Then I've got another G6/9. This time I'm voicing it this way. I'm playing my first finger on the 2nd fret of the 3rd string, 2nd finger on the 2nd fret of the 4th string, and my 3rd finger is down on the 3rd fret of the bottom string. And in the outro, we just go backwards and forwards between those. But as we finish the section and go back to another verse, whatever it is, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. F major 7, our new G6/9, back to F major 7, then F over G. I know I need a small vacation. And we start again. But it don't look like rain. If it snows, stretch down south forever. Stand the strain. God, this is a good song. And I need you more than want you. And I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. And if this was the outro, we just repeat those round and round. Now, it's only a tiny detail, but that's Carol Kaye's original bass figure that kicks the song off, and I've tabbed that out. It's just this. Easy enough. So you could, if you wanted to start the song that way. And so on. Now, just before we have a playthrough, let's look at some finger picking that we might try. This is something that I'm doing naturally on the 2nd section. It just seems to fit really nicely under the fingers. This is where we get the G add 9 and then that descending bass to D over F sharp and D minor over F, and it's this. This kind of thing. So I'm picking in 16ths, and it's a bog standard Travis pattern. My thumb is on the 6th string, 2nd finger on the 2nd string, 1st finger on the 3rd string, and my thumb is going to move up to the 4th string. So 6th string with my thumb, 2nd string with my 2nd finger, then my thumb's going to come up onto the 4th string, open 4th string, and my 1st finger is going to pick the 3rd string. So in strings, it's 6, 2, 4, 3, and it's 1, 2, 3, 4, that kind of a thing. And what you want to do is to create some little syncopations, unexpected accents, particularly maybe by picking the 3rd string with that 1st finger. I can hear you singing in the wire. We get that slightly insistent quality there, but also maybe with your 3rd finger, or maybe you catch that with your 2nd finger. I hear singing in the wire. That top string could come in. I can hear you through the wire. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. That's just a really nice kind of vibe. Okay. All right, let's have a playthrough. 1, 2. I'm a lineman for the county, and I drive the main road, searching in the sun for another all alone. I can hear you through the wine, and the Wichita lineman is still on the line. I know I need a small vacation, but it don't look like rain. If it snows, that stretch down south won't ever stand the strain. And I need you more than want you, and I want you for all time. And the Wichita lineman is still on the line. 4 of these. Last one, and then end on an A. Here we go. And that's it.